Hello, I'm Tyler Field, Vice President of Wine and Spirits for Morton's The Steakhouse, and I'm very pleased to be in the beautiful vineyards of St. Supery with their head winemaker, Michael Scholes. Michael, thank you so much for talking to us today. I think it's really exciting that it's harvest as well when I'm here, so I know you're a very busy man, and to take time and just sit with us is quite a privilege, so thank you. So Michael, we have these beautiful wines here. One of our top-selling wines at Morton's is this Ilu, the blend, which we'll get to, but one of the things that we just put on our list was just this delicious Cabernet. We got all the Cabernets that came through when we were selecting wines, and in blind tasting, this was just, there was something very, very special about it in the bottle. Can you tell us kind of where the grapes are from in this and how you go about making a Cabernet style like the Cabernet here?
Certainly. The Cabernet is obviously from our vineyards here in Napa, and we have two. We have a vineyard called the Dollarhide Ranch,
right,
and we have this property that we're sitting on now in Rutherford. And so most of the fruit would have come from the Dollarhide Ranch because it's a slightly larger vineyard. And
that's in Pope Valley?
Mm-hmm. And there'll be some from here in Rutherford also. What we're trying to achieve with our Cabernet is we're trying to achieve a wine that expresses our vineyards and our estates. And with that, we're trying to make harvest decisions where the fruit has a tremendous ripeness to give you this lovely berry fruit. Of course, the barrels allows some additional flavour of that French oak, the maturation, that vanillin, that toasty qualities to make to allow and encourage more complexity in the overall wine. And we're trying to make a wine that's structured yet supple. So it's a very pretty wine, yet a terrific red.
You know, probably the most famous wine at the winery and one of our great sellers that we sell at Morton's, both by the glass and by the bottle, is the Ilu, which is your, I guess, your winemaker's prize. I mean, you have everything to do with this bottle because it's a blended wine. First of all, what does Ilu mean? Elected.
So it is the elected blend. It's a French term, of course.
Okay.
The elected blend, yeah.
Do you remember the blend that went into that one?
This wine here is predominantly Cabernet. So it's 75% Cabernet, 19% Merlot, and about 3% of Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot.
Oh, and
so I believe that adds up to about 100, I hope.
Yeah. Now,
so that's
now, with the Ilu, what are you trying to express differently with a proprietary wine than you are with a straight varietal wine?
Well,
as a winemaker.
Sure, yeah, certainly. Well, number one, it's an expression of our vineyards. So a Cabernet, for example, from our location or here in Rutherford versus our Dollarhide Ranch, they're different. They have variations. Equally, and more significantly, varietals have various differentiations from each other. So Cabernet being sort of, as we say, the king of reds, it's big, it's bold, it's robust. Merlot is more supple and has lovely centre plumpness.
Right.
So when you take those two wines, you can actually bridge them together to create a more pretty and more elegant and possibly better profile through the palate. So you take the strength of each one and make a better wine overall. And then when you add the other small blending varieties that we use that are often grown in Bordeaux, they have each of their own strengths. So like Malbec, it often maintains a lot of youth in the barrel. It comes out very bright and gives a bit of vibrancy to your wine. Petit Verdot is huge, muscular wine, so it brings a lot of colour and a lot of strong structure.
Right.
So by blending, it gives us the opportunity to create a very interesting unity.
So Michael, these wines have been sitting here far too long for us to not at least take a sip, so I think it's a perfect time for a toast to thank you for taking time with us here at Morton's and for our guests, letting us know a little bit about St. Supery and your beautiful wines that you make here. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Tyler. And we St. Supery, we would like to thank Morton's as well for being part of the program. It's really fantastic to have an opportunity to have our wines out there and be able to illustrate them to the consumers at Morton's with some fantastic food and what have you. And St. Supery has been involved with some of your programs, and we look forward to doing that in the future. It's really fantastic.
From Morton's and from me, I just want to say thank you for joining us today and for making beautiful wines. We really enjoy them, and I want to thank you again for letting us share a little bit of your harvest.
Absolutely, Tyler. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you. Salut.
Yeah.